So I just spent days 3D printing tons of upgrades for my office and making it a way better space. Some of the stuff I found was absolutely genius, and I also made some cool things myself, which everything will be linked in the description. So take a look at the office before. As you can see, it was cluttered and there was mess everywhere, and it just wasn't really set up in a way that helped me make content like this for you guys. It was time to strip everything out and then use 3D printing to make as much upgrades as I possibly could. Also, make sure you stick around till later because I'll be turning this cheap pipe into an incredible print that you're going to want to make. So after getting everything emptied out, I wanted to follow a couple of rules. One, I wasn't allowed to have drawers like this or any sort of mess like this. And two, I wanted everything off of the floor and as much of it on the walls as I possibly could. Which actually takes us on to our first print, the IKEA Pegboard. Now this thing is insanely useful and can save you a ton of space on stuff that would normally just be thrown in the drawer, and all the little bit of tools that you always use often are super easily accessible. If you haven't got one of these in your workspace, you can 3D print all the panels just like this and then get them mounted up on the wall and save yourself so much room. But to keep things in order of how they happened, we had to get the desk set up first for the 3D printer to live on, and for me to be able to record this part of the video. This is really high, holy crap. Whoops. So this beautiful desk was sent to me by FlexiSpot, and it has actually improved my office space so much. The 3D printer now sits on top of here, and you guys can see it in the background of videos, which will be really nice. But also, it is so sturdy, as you saw with me actually riding this thing up and down, that the print quality of it being on a desk, the amount of wobble this table has is 0. It's absolutely great. Now, one of the best reasons for having this desk is that it allows me to use the space underneath it. This office is tiny, so losing that space with a regular desk was a nightmare before. Replacing my old desk with this one allows me to now take advantage of that with my second printer underneath, and I don't have to get on my hands and knees to use the space that it still allows. And also later on in the video, I'll be designing something to go underneath the desk that can store all of my filament rolls really nicely. Now actually, I've been using FlexiSpot products for years. My chair is FlexiSpot, my other desk is FlexiSpot. They didn't know this before sending me this desk out, but I guess they're going to find out. However, this means that I genuinely can recommend them because they're not only beautiful, well-made desks, being able to stand up while I work and edit videos for a long period of time makes a world of difference, and it is definitely something that I'd recommend. Black Friday sales are coming up soon too, so if you're interested, you can check them out in the link in the description. But now that the desk is set up, we can finally get our pegboard up on the wall. But you're not only going to need these, you'll have to also have some spaces so that they're actually mounted off of the wall. I made these in Bamboo Labs and we'll link them in the description for you guys to get. Let's have a couple of screw holes in there, which will allow you to mount these nice and secure to the wall. Now, once everything is mounted and set up ready, we have all of the different things that you can pop on these. There is a unlimited amount of things you can place on one of these pegboards, and you can just make your own as well very easily. So I made a couple of my own versions, which again, you can grab in the description, but also I went through tons of different options and printed loads of things that will help me out too. Now this is going to be a long-term project of printing things and making sure I get as much as I can up on the wall, but as you can see, it looks absolutely great and it's already saved me a ton of space. So the next time you see this in a different video, it should be even more full and maybe even a little bit bigger from top to bottom. So next on the to-do list was these drawers, and these drawers are an absolute disaster. Look at them. There's just stuff thrown all in them, but it's stuff that I have to hold on to because it's LED lights and it's other sort of lighting stuff. With this sort of hobby, I'm going to need it in the future. But with the space that I do have available, I can't get any bigger drawers than these. Luckily, they are rather deep, meaning I can actually separate the different heights of these by designing some dividers. So I started 3D modeling and ended up with a design like this. I have a box on the bottom with dividers for certain things like lights and batteries and that sort of stuff. And then there's a lid that goes on top but still acts as storage for things like my soldering iron and glue gun and this sort of stuff. I left a space on the side of one of the drawers so I could put LED light strips down there still in their packaging. And then there's a bit at the back for all the extra stuff that I collect, and is definitely still worth holding on to because it is going to be stuff I will use at some point, right? And then in the bottom, I separated this up by just adding 3 different pots that have, again, a layer on top and on the bottom to allow me to use that depth of the drawer to be able to organize things like my paints and things that I use on my Etsy quite often, like corks and these little Pokemon figures that I just throw in with packages, and just many other things as well. This keeps it nice and organized. This is pretty much what this drawer was in the first place. All electronics are on the top, all paints and crafts are on the bottom, but now I can open the drawer and easily see what I've got. And if I'm running out of something, I don't find out on the day that I need it, because that definitely doesn't happen ever, right? But from something so simple, the improvements to the actual use of these drawers now is huge, and it now doesn't give me a headache every time I open it. Well, the question is, how long are these drawers going to stay like this? Leave a comment down below. Next, we have a really quick and easy one, and it is actually just a monitor stand. Now, I have a horizontal monitor, as you may have seen in the previous clip in this video, but it is literally just leaning against my PC case as the stand. It used to be on my monitor mount, but since getting a third one, it is now just leaning, and I really should have sorted this out ages ago. So it didn't take long to quickly measure this and then design a model to just have this stand in there. Now with this, I didn't need to make it like overly heavy or anything. It's not like it had to hold the weight of the monitor, because the monitor will provide that. As long as it has a steady, like, level base, it should be absolutely fine. The only things I needed to keep in mind was making sure that the actual stand itself didn't pass the bevel of the monitor, and then other than that, that's it. That's pretty much all I needed to worry about. So this sits in there beautifully now. And yes guys, twice I have run out of black PLA in this video, so please do leave a like, and also sub is the best way to push the video and the channel, and that way I can go out and buy some more filament for the next video. Super fast one is going to be, I need to deal with this massive ass microphone cable wire. What cable wire? You know what I mean, that I have. Now a very quick way to do this, all I need to do really is find a zip tie. We have here a 10-minute one. There we go. So let's just download and open this. Now this is the first time I've ever printed a zip tie, so we'll see if it works. Like initially I just thought, nah, it would just snap, right? But I guess we'll find out. So you know what my new desk has as well? It has a drawer. They sent me a soft close drawer. Now I can't 3D print soft close drawers. Well, I probably could, but I haven't. I 3D printed, and I promise you that was the first time I recorded that take. But I 3D printed my own non-soft closing one because I wanted this side-by-side desk storage drawer system. I don't know why just a drawer. I just want 2 drawers side by side. I don't know what all these complex words are, but this was super convenient. And the fact that it's like hex at the bottom saves a bit of filament too. And all it is these 2 rails and the drawer. So we're going to get this fastened on while the zip tie prints, and then we'll check if the zip tie is actually going to work. So it's a bit of a nightmare to get on. If you want to see that, it'll be in the bloopers video. However, this drawer's done now and it does work, and it is actually going to be great. And while it could possibly use a little bit of an edit to make it open a little bit more smoothly, it's beautiful and it's great, and it will be linked in the description. Right now I've only got a couple of things in there, but I'm sure that over time these will fill up super fast, and anything that's going to go on my desk, I'll now just go, no, put it in here instead. Probably the smallest 3D print I've ever done in my entire life, maybe. But wait a second. This is gonna work. So the zip tie works, apparently. I don't know why I didn't think it would. I thought maybe it'd be too fragile, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, too fragile, just snap, right? But no. So all I needed to do was wrap the cable around, zip tie it off, snip the end off, and it's done. Zip ties. What a genius thing to 3D print. So now it's time to deal with all of this, and that is what this is for. This is a spool holder that I just designed, and it's really simple. Like, it's the most simple design, straightforward thing I could think of. So I just went out to this shop, not literally right now, even though it looks like it because I'm rained on, and bought a PVC pipe that I'm going to chop down to size and slot into here. This allows me to then just slot all of the filament spools over the top, and they all fit really nicely, like, into the actual base at the bottom as well. And so now they're all nice and secure, and I can just store them all separately. For now, I'll keep it nice and tidy and from underneath my feet. And then I'm going to store these underneath the desk, because now I can just raise the desk up. I can grab the filament out that I want, load the printer, whatever I need to do, and then pop the desk back down. Now, don't go thinking I haven't saved the best till last. And yes, I have had an outfit change. These videos take a long time to make. But this here is the rest of the PVC pipe that I had, and I didn't want it to go to waste. I've come up with a really genius idea that you're definitely going to want to print. So I decided to design some caps for the end of this pipe that just pop off the end and have a really nice and tight fit, but are really easy to remove. And then on the end of this, there is some screw holes that are going to allow me to mount this underneath my desk. Now the awesome part is that I also spent some time designing some things that can just slide along the pole here, and then whatever you want to mount on here can be mounted underneath your desk really easily. And because the ends just pop off, you can change this whenever you want to and add and remove things that you no longer need. Now, in case you guys are interested in printing one of these, I will be sharing all the files linked in the description for you completely free. And then that way you can go ahead and make whatever you want to make to put on this yourself. But also I'll think of like common regular things, or comment down below things you would like, and I'll try and make them and share those there as well. But so far I've only made a couple of things for this video. My own use, I have added a controller mount for my Nintendo Switch, so now this can come off of my desk and can sit underneath on the side of my desk. And because right now it's 1:30 in the morning, I just added a little basket that can hang there to add whatever I want. USB drives, all that sort of stuff can now sit in there nice and tidy. But honestly, that might be the most practical print that I've designed myself since I started 3D printing. But let me know in the comments what you think. Catch you later.